The Cry of Mother Earth. A prayer letter from a son of India, an artist in dialogue with the United Nations. Respected United Nations, warm greetings. I am a simple artist from the soil of India, neither a political power nor an economic force, but a human being carrying the strength of sensitivity, the courage of understanding, and the hope of dialogue. Today, I stand before you not with my own voice, but with the profound cry of Mother Earth. The beginning of the dialogue, the voice of Earth. Mother Earth says, I gave you life, and you created borders in my name. I offered you sustenance, and you divided it with the politics of power. I gifted you diversity, and you turned it into battles of religion, caste, and nations. Once, humanity found solace in my embrace. Today, humanity stands upon my chest, weapons in hand. My rivers bear the ashes of war. My forests burn as fuel for commerce. And my children, 346 million hungry and billions living in fear. Mother Earth asks, how long must I carry this unbearable burden? Scientific warning. UNEP Report 2025. According to the latest report from the United Nations Environment Programme, UNEP 2025, global temperatures may rise by up to 2.5 degrees Celsius by 2025, even if all nations fulfill their current pledges. The year 2024 recorded an unprecedented 57.7 billion tons of CO2 emissions. The critical 1.5 degrees Celsius target is now almost impossible to achieve, with this limit expected to be breached by the early 2030s. If drastic reductions in emissions are not implemented, humanity will face accelerating sea level rise, devastating floods, prolonged droughts, and widespread food crisis. This report is not merely statistics. It is the agonizing scream of Mother Earth. Humanity's dialogue, the language of sensitivity. Respected United Nations, peace does not emanate from weapons. Peace blossoms from thoughts, dialogue, and the human tongue. This very tongue sometimes becomes Saraswati, bestowing wisdom, and sometimes becomes Kali, unleashing destruction. Like the looming threat of World War III, and as Bill Gates remarked in 2015, humanity should fear ideas, not weapons, for ideas can create viruses. And Sam Altman has stated that AI can now teach how to create viruses. The direction of the tongue is determined by the light of thought. Therefore, I declare, humanity's greatest war is not won or lost by guns. It is won or lost by language. The future of humanity. 1. Global population 2025, 8.6 billion people. According to the UN and the US Census Bureau, the total global population in 2025 is estimated to be 8.6 billion people. Family planning was discovered in 1952 and the population in 1959 was 3 billion. Young generation, 13 to 28 years, the future of Earth. This is the age group that will govern nations, innovate technologies, manage economies, and either prevent or ignite wars over the next 30 years. The total population of this age group is 1.75 to 1.9 billion people, meaning 1 in every 5 humans on Earth is young. Age group, estimated population, 13 to 17 years, 650 to 700 million, 18 to 28 years, 1.1 to 1.2 billion people. Total 13 to 28 years, 1.75 to 1.9 billion people. This is the generation, Gen Z plus young millennials, with the fire to change the world and the deep frustration of living in a broken one. Youth-led protests, a warning for the future. These global movements were not mere protests. They were clear declarations that the youth will no longer remain silent against hunger, corruption, injustice, inequality, and soaring costs of living. Country, primary causes, outcome. Bangladesh, corruption, unemployment, state repression, government collapsed in 2024. Nepal, social media ban, lack of transparency, Prime Minister resigned. Kenya, tax increases, inflation, healthcare crisis, violent protests, multiple deaths. Madagascar, corruption, military discontent, president forced to leave the country. Peru, inequality, political corruption, preparations for emergency measures against the president. Philippines, Indonesia, East Timor, unemployment, digital censorship, continuous widespread protests. The common roots of all these movements are unemployment, corruption, inflation, digital freedom censorship, state repression, and inequality in food and health care. In essence, the youth are hungry, educated, digitally connected, and now fully awakened. These numbers are not just warnings, they are a blueprint for the future. If the world fails to change today, the collective discontent of 1.75 to 1.9 billion youth can shake the very foundations of any international order. If the world chooses to change with wisdom, these very youth possess the power to transform earth into heaven. Education, the seed of the future. Education is the seed that gives birth to future eras. Today's single seed will become tomorrow's forest. But current education connects children more to competition than to the earth itself. When a child cannot directly question the law, that law ceases to protect society and becomes a mere guardian of the system. In today's system, an uneducated person may commit only petty theft, but an educated mind can construct bombs, dismantle institutions, and shatter civilizations. Therefore, the first chapter of education must be, Earth is my mother. Her 7 seas and 7 continents are her limbs. We must protect the limbs of Mother Earth. Earth is one. Humanity is one. Hunger, the greatest crime against humanity. The earth produces approximately 3 billion tons of grain every year. Yet is why half the world hungry? The answer is not scarcity. It is inequality in distribution, war, politics, and the arrogance of power. The tragedy is not that there is less food. The tragedy is that grain rots in warehouses, while children die of hunger. This spectacle is the very failure of civilization. The truth of our era. Machines evolve, humanity fractures. God created the earth, we created eras. And the current era is of rapid acceleration, deep inequality, weapons and artificial intelligence. AI can provide knowledge, but only humans can bestow wisdom. And the first rule of wisdom is, life first, systems later. My humble request to the United Nations. I, an artist from India, on behalf of Mother Earth, humbly request you, establish an international curriculum for education that considers Earth as one family, so that every child learns that Earth is not the property of any country, she is everyone's mother. Declare hunger a human right, not a political issue. Hunger is not a crime, but leaving someone hungry is a crime. mandate that at least 5% of global military expenditure be allocated to a humanity protection fund, preserve and promote culture and literature that embody human dharma, that is, the literature of love, justice and compassion, and do not desecrate any human, any faith, or any divine image. Simplify laws in all countries, so that even a child can question, and justice does not remain a luxury reserved only for the rich. Final message: Mother Earth speaks to humanity. Mother Earth says, "Do not save me with weapons. Save me with the laughter of children. Do not adorn me with speeches. Protect me with your own hands." Share this video and carry my voice to the UNO. And remember,
your future is the seed you sow in education today. A son of India, a final prayer. Respected United Nations, this letter is not a protest, it is a dialogue. It is not a warning, but a mother's tender plea. It is not politics, but the very religion of humanity. And I say only this: if we wish to transform earth into heaven, our thoughts must become more powerful than our weapons. With this hope and faith, I humbly dedicate this prayer letter at your feet. A son of India, Pankaj Kumar Diman. Artist, Himachal Pradesh, India. In this humble message of humanity, I also invoke that divine power which we call Bhagwan, but here its meaning is not limited to any religion, form, or idol. In my understanding, Bhagwan signifies Bhumi, earth, and Bharosa, trust or faith, the earth that patiently endures and nourishes us every moment. Gagan, sky, the unbounded sky in which our earth peacefully resides. And Wan, guna, virtues, vivek, wisdom, and dhairyawan, patience. Thus, embodying virtues, wisdom, and patience, manifesting a single consciousness from earth to the entire cosmos. That is, Bhagwan is that power that exists as nature, patience, love, balance, and cosmic order within all of us and all around us. Dhairyawan, Gunawan, Vivekawan, and Dayawan. Patient, virtuous, wise, and compassionate. Therefore, when I write the cry of Mother Earth, my salutation is not to any specific sect, but to that universal consciousness which flows like a single breath in both earth and sky. This is what we call the fifth lamp or Deepak. The distance between 2 points is called a line. The shortest distance is called a straight line, and a longer distance is called a curved line, which can be extended indefinitely. Languages formed from lines, the Hindi A and Aksha, or the English A, is made from straight lines, while S is a curved line. This is the language of images, which we call art. Your 1 million shares can carry my voice to platforms like the UNO. This is a step from history towards the future.